The occasion was the Wilmington Rotary Club hosting a sizable delegation of visiting Rotarians from Kalmar. Kalmar is Wilmington's sister city in Sweden. To reciprocate this visit, there are plans for a Wilmington delegation to visit Kalmar this summer. But the prince soon returns to his work. Once again, as is customary on ceremonial occasions, the visiting dignitary cuts a ribbon to open something. In this case, it's an exhibition of Swedish glass, and once again, the ever-present photographers stage manage the event. The next day, the duties of the prince begin with the Jubilee luncheon given by the mayor and council of Wilmington. Now all is pomp and flourish as the prince and his entourage make their entrance. The prince was welcomed to Delaware by Governor Elbert Carvel.
We are highly honored that you would take this opportunity to visit our little state on the occasion of the 325th anniversary of the landing of the Swedes in Wilmington.
During his speech, the prince reflected upon the influence of Sweden on America and vice versa.
The current New Sweden celebrations remind me, of course, of the magnificent events 25 years ago. The scale is inevitably different, but the atmosphere of the genuine friendship is the same as in 1938. 25 years ago, when the Swedish delegates to the centenary returned home, one of them was quoted as having said, "We've conquered America." Actually, he did not have any aggressive reference, but his statement was over-enthusiastic and did not remain unanswered. "You've conquered nothing," replied one of our most popular writers and humorists. "It's America that has conquered us. Instead of having a new Sweden in America, we now have a new America in Sweden." Well, the whole American civilization, he added, seems to have invaded our country, from breakfast foods to mystery stories that put us to sleep at night. How, I wonder, would this commentator have reacted today? During the last 2 decades, our imports of American ways of life have expanded constantly. They now range from juvenile slang and Toreador pants to Perry Mason and other popular TV shows. Nevertheless, Sweden is still in pretty good shape.
After the luncheon, as Prince Bertil traveled to Fort Christina, his mind must have wandered back to his last visit there 25 years ago. An enormous crowd had turned out for the 300th anniversary in 1938. The members of the band waited patiently for the day's events to begin. A blare of trumpets announced the arrival of the Swedish delegation. Prince Bertil made his first public speech. His father, the Crown Prince, had been stricken ill, and so his young son became a last-minute substitute. President Roosevelt represented the United States. The young prince recalled how he learned English from his mother. The crowd admired Prince Bertel's excellent command of English and his confidence. The young prince had won many friends that day. President Roosevelt welcomed the Swedish delegation and Prince Bertel. The 300th anniversary of the landing of the first Swedish settlers was officially opened, and a 26-year-old prince had successfully launched his first visit to America. Today, the prince no longer wears a military uniform for public appearances, but as in 1938, he made a speech. And as is customary on ceremonial occasions, the visiting dignitary is presented with a memento. In this case, it's a tightly wrapped package.
I couldn't do it. Thank you very much. I got it.
Turn it towards us, please.
Representing the United States government this time is Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson.
It's a very high honor to be here today as the personal representative of the President of the United States, John F. Kennedy. On behalf of the President and on behalf of all Americans, it is my added privilege and pleasure to welcome for these ceremonies Your Royal Highness. We are especially grateful, Your Royal Highness, that you have returned for this occasion. Just as you were here 25 years ago, on the 300th anniversary of the arrival of the first Swedish vessels in America.
Vice President Johnson presents Governor Carvel with a plaque which declares Fort Christina a National Historic Site.
Vice President, could you come out here where we could see that, please? The podium was hiding it.
Next stop on the Johnson-Bertel itinerary, a visit to nearby Old Swedes Church, which is also to be declared a National Historic Site. Next, the prince crosses the churchyard to attend another dedication, that of the Hendrickson House. The house is a 17th century Swedish-American home recently reconstructed on the grounds of Old Swedes Church.